Hey everyone, it's day 23 of 40 Days of Gratitude. Today, I'm gonna be embarrassed a little bit because my gratitude is about the mistakes I've made that have made me a stronger and smarter person. I wrote down a list. It's not exhaustive because let's be real, the list is long, but I think these ones are the most important ones that I wanna highlight for today. This first one is so embarrassing. I kind of low key don't even want to talk about it because I cringe every time. But I've been in multiple multi level marketing schemes. I really bought into the idea that I could own my own little business or that I could become financially free. It was just all about money because I was so broke at the time. So I really bought in. I've been in a couple and it's so embarrassing now to think about because I reached out to so many close friends, people from high school. It was just like, ugh, cringe, Gentrix. What were you thinking? Even when my mom was like, little girl, what are you doing? And I was like, no, it's gonna work. They told me you have your upper level and your low level, and then like as I'm explaining it, I see the scheme. But we all learn, and I learned, so not falling for those anymore. The next mistake that I've made is trying to figure everything out myself. Being a Black woman in America, I'm not really given the grace to fail or to look like I don't know what I'm doing because people already think that I shouldn't be where I am right now. If someone needed something and I didn't know, I'd say, well, let me get back to you on that. And I'd go and I'd try to Google and search and try to figure it out myself. Now I am not afraid to ask questions. If I don't know something, hey, break this down for me. What does this mean? Because at the end of the day, people are willing to help you out. You don't have to know everything. You do not have to be perfect in order to do what you need to do. You can learn along the way. The next one is so important to me because you guys know how important my siblings are to me. So my big mistake in the past was acting like a parent to my siblings. My older sister and I, we helped raise my younger siblings. And so when they started growing up, there was a fine line that I didn't really know how to navigate. I was very strict. And to them, they would be really afraid to come to me to ask questions. Or if they did something wrong, they'd be like, oh, don't tell Janice, she'll get mad. And that made me sad. So I knew I needed to change my character. I had to make a complete 180 because I wanted my siblings to be comfortable coming to me to talk about anything, literally anything. So I made a complete 180 and now our relationship is so much better. They come to me for anything and everything. And I love the conversations we have. I love the people that they're becoming and that they're turning into. It's just beautiful to see your younger siblings grow up. Ooh, this mistake, I live in a constant battle with time. I'm such a go person. Maybe it's coming from a news background where everything is literally by the minute, but I'm slowly learning to slow down, to enjoy the moment, to take life in, because life really isn't meant to be speedy, going to the next thing. I'm loving this new slow life, taking my time to think things over or to do things. I'm not filling up my schedule with 1,001 things. So yeah, it's good. And the last mistake, which I feel is the most important, is that I used to wait until I was confident or prepared in order to do something. This really pertained to jobs and roles that I wanted where I felt like I needed to tick every box before I could even think about applying to it. Again, this goes back to being a Black woman in America. You have to be perfect in some senses. You have to be more than what people expect of you. That just is what it is. And I'm slowly learning that you do not have to tick every box. You can learn as you go. You can learn to be curious. Nowadays, I'm really leading with curiosity. If I don't know something, I'm going to learn more about it. I'm going to learn as I go. With the podcast, with being in front of a camera, which is so uncomfortable for me, I did not know what the heck I was doing. And I'm just learning as I go. It is so imperfect. And there are so many things that I can change, but I'm just learning to take the leap. You got to take the leap. You got to try it. Otherwise, you won't ever know what you're capable of. All right, that's day 23 of 40 Days of Gratitude. I'm so grateful to learn from the mistakes I have made in the past. They have made me a stronger and a smarter person by eons. What are some mistakes that you guys have made that you've learned from and that have helped you become who you are today? All right, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.